Welcome back, folks, to Championship Sunday here live from Sheffield, the EGL Gears Open. Back with my my man Fru.
That's it.
And boy, oh boy, I've had to shake myself off, have a breather after that last one. I've got some more water. I literally drank my whole water bottle. I think for like 4 rounds at one point. It was so hectic. But my oh my, what a way to start off the day, eh?
Fantastic game. Yeah, I was sat in the crowd just there, and both teams getting real hype. Chid going off for the first map, and then Regal coming back and really smashing it, showing what they're made of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, fantastic showing from both teams there. But yeah, Regal Reserve looking super strong coming into this Sunday morning.
Yeah, big time. And we're now again seeing Team Lucent here in the losers bracket semi-final. Whoever wins in this match will play against the loser of Supremacy and Fable. So they're almost there. They're almost there against the top titans of Europe here. And boy, what a great game that must have been as well on the side station between Lucent and Odin.
Lucent and Odin. Yep, I was sat right in the crowd, keeping count of what was going on there. Two fantastic maps, both teams going at it. You know, it was a real head-to-head battle. Both maps did end 7-6 to Lucent, so it could quite easily have gone the other way.
2 rounds in it.
Yeah, it was essentially 2 rounds in it, and it was neck and neck all the way through. Lucent did come out on top though, so they find themselves matching up against a super hyped up Regal Reserve in this all Spanish showdown. And
here are the picks and bans as we're getting straight into it. The ban coming out from Regal and claimed an interesting one. And Lucent, they've done their research. Foundation insta banned from them. Not too surprised at that at all. They know how good they are, and you know the Spanish maps, if you will. You know the play style of the Spaniards favouring initial heavy maps. Both of them gone. Interesting setup we have here immediately. Harbour is the pick from Regal.
That's a real interesting
I haven't
pick.
casted over that map just yet. We'll get back to it. Impact was picked by Lucent. Another teamwork heavy technical map. Lift, more about home hill setups, and many would argue banned by Regal this time, who were doing that so well. Home hill setups on Foundation that last match. Dam was banned from Lucent. They just saw Regal perform so well against their opponent on main stage. Forge Blitz is the last map. Regal Reserve actually picking that one as well after losing out quite convincingly to the team has just lost my mind because my head's gone. Fast 5, of course.
Got there in the end.
But yeah, got there in the end. Team Lucent versus Regal Reserve.
Yep,
what stands out to you in that map?
The first map, Harbour. It's the first time we're going to see it on stream. I'm not actually sure if it's been played off stream either, so that's going to be quite.
I haven't seen it all weekend.
No, me neither. No. I think this is the first time it's going to get played, so there's going to be quite an exciting map to watch. I think it's going to be a pretty hectic map as well. You know, there's a lot of opportunities for players such as Shadows, such as Fortunes to go off. Both those players doing bits in their last matchups. Yeah, it's going to be a really interesting map, and I think whoever takes this first map is in a real good seat for just walking over this 2-0.
These are the two teams, of course. We know who Regal Reserve are after watching them through 3 intense maps. Lucent on the right of your screen, Fortune's Legend, Cougars, Fractures, and Exudes. This is essentially GA versus Pam. Of course, Pam in the form of Regal Reserve. Slight change, don't have Jack Reaction. Lucent in the form of GA, who shocked many people and turned heads in EGL London. This is the next event, though, and here we are in Sheffield, going into Harbour, the second match of the day. Let us know in chat, who do you think is going to take this one? It's not so much a test of aggression for me, this map through. It's more so the teamwork is being tested. Spaniard versus Spaniard side.
Yep, it's going to
Spanish
be
against each other here.
It's going to be an interesting matchup for sure. We're on board with the Regal Reserve as they kick this match up. We're going to probably jump on board with the Winch as we see 3 players from both teams head around that way. Always a big 1v1 matchup. There's a kill going down straight away for Swift, and Fran does drop to Exute in the opposite area. This is a good opening fight already, but flanks coming in already.
Yeah, lurking. Fortunes does find Shadows, and overextension from Cougars immediately. Team Lucent, they start blinking with that triple cap. Swift has been forced to double all the way back from the winch. And, you know, expect to see many shotgun battles in that side. And also expect to hear many communications coming from the main stage, shall we say. It will be in Spanish, but it will be very loud in our experience, of course, through. They are so loud. So aggressive with their call-out, shall we say.
That they are, and Fran Totti is going in. He has just got 2 kills on his own. He's looking for his third, does pick up the triple kill. Totti showing his pedigree, really coming out strong in this opening round, and Dragons has picked up the final kill on the home hill. Another domination is threatening, but this time in the hands of Regal Reserve. Swift takes out Legend, and Cougars is the only man alive. Can he stop this? I'm not sure he can. He does get in the ring just in time. Fortunes drops, and it's a 1v3, 2v3 now for the bread in this first round. Looks like Regal Reserve walking all over Lucent right there.
Die sixes with a double in the end, as well as Regal Reserve start standing up and doing fist bumps. Both teams are going to be tested in this map, that's for sure. It's 1-0 as we start things off. Regal Reserve with that lead. And curious to see, actually, what the weapon placement will be like. As we've mentioned, we haven't seen these two teams play Harbour this event, and I don't think any teams so far. So
Lucent have been very heavy on the long shots and the M bars, right?
Yeah.
The sniper weapons, and I wouldn't be surprised to see something go down early. Maybe not the first round, but maybe the first couple of rounds if they lose the next one. I'm looking for an M bar to go down because yeah, they've really been making use of that weapon in their last game, and coming forward, I don't see why they would switch that up.
Just simple Boltox being placed down by Team Lucent. I've mentioned it before, but Toti is an absolute demon with the Boltox, always has been. Especially Shadows, equally so as well. It's actually Dragons that picks this one up, though. This time around, we're following Swift into win. Shadows, the star player for Regal Reserve, downed immediately. There's a shotgun fight over the covers. Fortunes with a nice back A. Legends will find a kill. Shadows is in the corner. Another double from that individual. No surprise there as Exuth goes on a mad overextension right there. I'm not sure how he got there even with such speed, but Shadows looking for Legends. It's a big 1v1. Great reaction shot from Legends. Absolutely brick Shadows, and Legends lets him know.
It's a mistake.
Not paying off there, evidently, as it does cost him his life.
It does indeed. I mean, he might even get his teammate killed here for just a bit of gloating. He does get lucky and get out just in time, but a quicker team would have made him pay right there. Legends is going to get the cap now. The points-wise, we're still pretty close. There's a fight going on up at the winch. It's Cougars and Toti battling it out. Cougars does take that, so he's going to take the map control. Going to force Regal back into their C-Hill. They're going to regroup, look for the next push as soon as Toti comes back off respawn. See the push coming here through Stern. One headshot, though. That's a Boltok headshot. Cougars making use of that weapon straight away.
The Spanish really do love the Boltok. Yes, we said no, it wasn't Cougars. I thought it was, but no, Dragons is the head with man of ledger. Must have been a spot or something, because Cougars shoots through the smoke, catches one down, die sixes with a revive, and the response taking out Cougars, and Regal Reserve start stretching their legs. They start pushing over. Stern catches Fortunes out as he tries to make haste round back to his home hill. But they need to get B as well, Regal Reserve.
Yep,
they are spread thin right now.
The B cap is, the B hill is being decapped as this defense does take place. Exuth's getting a nice kill on Dizix, and this defense will keep them in the lead for now, but they do have to go and decap this B hill if they really want to come out with the win here. It's not too big of a point lead. They can't win off one hill, so still a lot of fights to come, and we see Regal just flooding this home hill, and it's up to Cougars to defend. Exuth is in the back, and he has made Toti pay there for slight over-aggressive push, but
it's very rare you see two teams sending most of their numbers to that area there for a shotgun fight. No team really truly setting up there. They chose to be aggressive instead. The score is fairly level. Regal Reserve will catch up if it stays like this. Exuths and Co are fighting on his home hill. Here comes Fractures from the back. One player on the right. He has not accounted for him as Dragon sweeps through, gets one. Swift does get a kill elsewhere, and the score is just going the way of Regal Reserve right now.
Yeah, Toti just catching Fractures off guard now, and he's looking for his double kill. He's got the double kill, and he's going to take this home hill as a reward. Two more players coming off spawn. It's up to Toti right now to get this domination locked in. 1v2, see what he can do. Does take the first shot, but gets taken down there by Exuth. Nice defense. The points are in Regal Reserve's favor, though, in this second round, and there's not really much that Team Lucent can do right now. They're nowhere near.
Yeah,
that will be another round locked in for Regal.
Shadows with a double as well at the end. Nonetheless, 2-0 now in favor of Regal Reserve. Clearly already through, it's all about aggression for both these teams. Very unorthodox pushes, constant aggression if the ability is there, or the availability, should I say, of a mad push. It works out for these two teams a lot of the times, but doesn't equally so. And I feel as though aggression could be their own demise at times for either of these two teams. But nonetheless, Regal Reserve, they are leading. Incense up on the Stern. We're going to see more fights over that winch, shotguns over the cover. But we've seen many quick pickups from this Regal reserve side with these Incens that last match. Are they going to go for the same here?
Yep, we are. We're up with Swift up on the stern area, trying to fight over these Incens. We see a 2v2 going down. Kuga's going to come in a little bit late after getting the cap. Swift does dance underneath Exuth. Exuth sees in there and manages to take him out. He's going to go for the quick overextension, but Regal are cleaning up elsewhere on the map, and it's going to be a quick double ring setup. Fracture's looking for a nice big double kill here.
Plenty of shotgun battle on the stern. Exuth did overextend to prevent that triple cap itself.
Really well played there by Regal.
Yeah, Regal reserve, they do push the hills. They do get the triple cap. 38 seconds it took them to do that, and they're looking quite comfortable, honestly. Both teams are warmed up. They've played very good teams. Lucent, of course, just dispatching of Odin 7-6-7-6, who we did not hear earlier, to find themselves in this position. Regal reserve now are 3 rounds up. I mean, what are your thoughts for Lucent? They're going to go for another weapon placement here. Snipe, it could change things up, honestly. It could change things up and bring some numbers from up top.
Yeah, like this is what I was saying about the earlier games. They really like their sniper weapons. Long shot going down, you know, it's a weapon that Lucent definitely can use, and it's going to draw that fight away from the winch slightly. Obviously, it's going to be there for map position, but there's a reward for not being there as well now. So maybe this will help Lucent out. I think they just need to get a little bit more hype. The last game, they were really up on their feet. You know, they were feeling themselves, and they were really going for it. But now there's not much noise coming from behind us. It's mainly Regal giving it, and yeah. I'm not sure that Lucent can do this if they're not on top of their game. We do see a headshot coming in. We're on board with Dragons as he tries to get the snipe. Going to walk into an incend. Got to be careful.
Got to be careful indeed. He's caught in the middle. The triple cap might be coming through. Exuth trying to overextend once again. B-Hill broken. Right now, if I'm Dragons, I want to stay alive. I want to get to cover and just make sure the snipe remains in my team's possession. But he does get pinched eventually. He's caught in no man's land.
Does manage to backpack the snipe though, so takes that off the map, and big kill by Fractures as the domination does threaten. The defense is here from Regal though. There's a lot of people here. I don't think Lucent would be wise to push this. Regal have got another member coming off spawn as well. This is going to be a 4v2. They've got to be careful here. This could really flip in Regal's favor if they're not careful.
It's very hectic once again. GA, Team Lucent, of course, they're now known as.
Legends picking up a quick double though.
Legends.
He does go down. Nice Exuth is down, sorry. Don't know where Legends has managed to sneak out to, but that was a real clutch play there for them. And we see this domination is going to come in. I don't think Swift can get there in time. That's going to be round 1 for Team Lucent. They're going to be happy about that.
Yep, they are finally putting one on the board and stopping the streak of Regal reserve. Momentum is going to be so important in this match. I feel as though Alex can say that now with how aggressive these teams are. Regal reserve, you'd argue, have the momentum, or had the momentum, going for full 3 rounds with straight wins, but Lucent puts that to an end there. Weapon placement time for the first time for Regal reserve. And yeah, it could just be a block simply. I wouldn't change things up too much. The map is a bit complicated as it is with the sniper in the middle and Incens upwind map control of stern and winches.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I don't think Regal need to change it up too much. They almost had that previous round. Couple of short mistakes and clutch kind of plays from Lucent really did swing that. And right now Regal are playing the map better. They've got more control. They're slaying as well. So like, not a need really to place anything drastic. Swift's going to pick up a very nice double kill there.
I'm going to continue pushing on as well. Toti gets the Incens in hand. Snipe
Secret
picked up by
man.
Fractures as well. Swift does run and try and go wide on Cougars, but he says no, hiding in that corner. Incend across the breadth of the Sea Hill. Fractures is caught with Snipe rather in his hands in the middle, but doesn't need to act too frantic. His teammates have just come off respawn. Yeah, you said it, one more Incend. Exuth is not aware of that. Runs straight into it. Toti continue holding onto the Sea Hill. A lot of attention is he drawing on the Sea Hill right now, and it's given ample time for his teammates.
Look at the B-Hill. The B-Hill
to go for the B-Hill. Toti finally falls. Team Lucent finally get their home hill back. But a score lead has been built up from Regal. 2 players for Regal reserve set up down on the B-Hill as well. So They need to start moving very soon. Let's see if Fractures can do anything with that snipe.
Fracture's in a real bad position here. He's going to get angled out if he's not careful. Swift's coming around. A clutch headshot could save his life now, but he's got someone behind him as well. Going to get the... Oh, he just misses the headshot there on Pam, on Dragon, sorry. And teammates are there to pick up that kill, though. So 2 kills in Lucent's favor. We're in good stead right now as Fractures does look around for this headshot. Not been making too much use of the snipe so far.
Big down. Fortons, I don't know why he's out of cover there in that scenario. He's never going to be able to push, given the numbers situation. Teammates could have just regrouped with him first before that, but nonetheless, Fractures does react. Exuth falls to Totty as well, a 1B at distance away, even though they have control of B. I mean, again, very aggressive plays. Not entirely sure what the situation was, but yeah, maybe over-aggression at times from these teams.
Almost a nice shot, but
maybe roll backwards.
Yeah, roll away from that slide away. Just get away
Teammates
from the shotgun of Dizix. You've got more than ample time to get out of that situation, and losing that power weapon in that situation, not a good idea. This is shaping up to be another Regal reserve round if it sticks like this. Cougars does fall as well, so back on a Regal reserve kind of power play for another 10 seconds while this respawn comes in.
The rotation of the snipe up top as well to help with holding map control. Incense in hand. Big back aid from Swift. Taking down Fortons. That numbers game is going to be so crucial now as Lucent are forced to go for a triple cap indeed.
They are forced, but I don't think anyone's over to A, so I think this is going to be another Regal reserve round. Definitely so, and 4-1 now. Regal reserve putting up a good showing.
This is the issue going into this map that I feel as though it's such a big test for these two teams. They're all about their shotguns, but Harbor is so technical. You are forced a lot of times, even in just singular rounds, to reset, set up, and then push. You have to be perfect with your timing of your pushes, your positioning, the angles that can be placed upon you, as Regal Reserve has demonstrated against Lucent, even when there's a sniper against them.
Yeah, we've just
clear as day right now.
Just seen another pair of grenades, well, not pair of grenades, another set of grenades put down there at the dock. We see the frag grenades placed down. Honestly, I don't think that's enough. I really don't. I think Lucent needs to double down on this snipe strategy. They want to get an M-bar down there. They really need to just force out these fights a little bit more.
Maybe back to basics at this point, right? You should use that numbers advantage, rely on your shotguns. And
yeah, you're losing the map positions, and you're losing these crucial fights. We do see Fortin takes out Totty there, but Dizix managed to get the grenades under the nose of Team Lucent, and still another similar round.
It's all about down bottom though, slower up top. Map control in favor of Team Lucent. Frag grenades being thrown. I think it's on Winch as well. Exudes. No, and no, it's towards Cougars actually. The man with the snipe. Just lurking down the middle. Snipe hasn't been too effective so far. It's been lurking in the middle, but it just causes inactivity if you're not throwing body checks down.
It has. They've switched players who's actually holding the snipe now. So Fractures picked it up previously. Cougars taken it this round. I think that's a smart choice. Fractures didn't do anything with the last round. He hit a few walls. Nothing really useful. That's a nice check through the table there. Gets him in the kneecap. He's going to be weak. And we see Cougars chasing him, but he doesn't want to lose the snipe now. He's got to be careful. Really nice movement to stay alive, and he's looking for the kill as well. Does not get it, though. Dizix taken out with a headshot. Fractures coming up with a clutch double to save the day, and 3 dead from Regal. Going to be a big fight on the C hill. 1 down, Totty goes. Swift falls as well, and this could be a triple cap.
It will be. Lucent answer back. This is what I mean. I think back to basics at this point for Team Lucent. That is their best opportunity to go head-to-head with Regal and win, because Regal Reserve in that first half, they were the more clinical team. Their teamwork was more on point. They had map control the majority of the time, and they abused their angles. Lucent looked a bit disorganized so many times, and if you just go back to what you're strongest at, get up close and personal, rely on your shotguns to trump Regal Reserve. Also a strong area for them. I think it can be a better Harbor for this side of Lucent.
I would agree, and we do see the rings switch places now, so the big fight for neutral is going to be up at the stern. Back to 10-second respawns as well, so much more opportunity to get real stuck in. You're going to be back off respawn pretty quickly. Going to see both these teams. We're going to see a lot of action. Shadow's picking up another couple of kills and looks for his 3rd now. Exuth does take him down, and 1 more kill will secure this ring. That is a fantastic shot from Exuth. Takes the headshot on Totty. E-Hill as a reward now, and Team Lucent looking a lot better in this round.
Yep, they are. Star plays from Shadows and Exus there at the top of the map. Things slowing down despite that shorter 10-second respawn timer. Swift, I'm not sure where his teammate just to his right. There we go. The rest of his teammates are lined up. They do need to get map control back. There's 4 up top, not rotating down bottom. They're going all in with the shotgun battle. Here comes the army of Spaniards. Swift and gets 1 kill. Exus does answer back. Make that a double. The roll is not going to work out in his favor. Fulton's forced into a 1v or 1v2 rather. Successful push from Regal Reserve.
Yeah, he's done really well to get out of there, not taking any damage whatsoever. Shadows is going to try and push him, but Fulton's got a nice little stronghold on the end of the bridge, and the fight is going down at the other end of the map now as Dysix takes out Legends. It's a nice little kill there to secure his team a little bit more time on this double cap. They're going to catch back up very shortly. Only 5 seconds in it now. The recap attempt coming in from Fulton's.
Legends is back off respawn as well, so here he comes. Exus and Fractures rather, everyone but Legends is up top. You know, ideal scenario, honestly, to push up that way, and Cougars and Legends picking up kills.
The kills are coming in here from Team Lucent.
Dragons was the only one alive just for a second. They do take him out up top, so Lucent, great answer back. They get the setup up top, but they're actually going for the triple here. This is actually a little concerning to me. 10-second respawn timer. It wasn't snappy enough for me through. And they could be caught down here. They could be throwing it away.
This is a 2v3 situation. I mean, they're going to get swarmed here. And that's a great kill by Fulton's to open this. Legends picks up 1, Fractures 2. This is another 4 dead. This triple cap might come in. No, F-Hill has been decapped. Someone's overextended. Totti is on the enemy home hill. He's on the Lucent home hill and does a great job to keep his team in this round.
Player coming to his left. He's going to get pinched from all angles. Can just run to the spawn, yep, and he will just elect to play it slow, trying to catch up Cougars. There come the teammates. They finally do get crossed. Players sitting back. They have map control nonetheless. Of course, a risky push. It did pay off with 4 kills, but here come the second wave of respawns for Regal straight up top. And it looks a little bit too easy, honestly, in that scenario to get it back.
Yeah, it did indeed. They were so close to that triple cap, and now we do see the points ticking up in Regal's favor, but Lucent are quite far ahead now, 40 points ahead, and it's going to be a break needed, I think, before Regal can win this round. We do see 1 down. They're going to leave that down, try and focus on the next kill, just defend this F-Hill with all their might. D is being decapped as well. This is going to be a Team Lucent round as far as I can see. Unless something really big does happen.
It's broken in time. Can Exus hold on? Shadows with a double as well.
D-Hill going up though.
The D-Hill is going to go up another overextension. It's Legends this time. Skew that one.
Big kill from Legends there on that opposite hill to secure that round for Lucent. And now 4-3. This is getting close, Toby. Lucent are coming back into this, and after a slow start, I mean, we've seen this in previous games with Lucent. They do start slow. They start to step on the gas a little, and they really do excel in those later second half rounds. First weapon picks or blocks for Regal Reserve now. It's like they're hovering the cross. Yeah. Don't really think they need to do too much, but see what they're inclined to put down. The marks has dropped.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Honestly, in my mind, Regal Reserve so far this map have been the better team setting up. And you'd argue on marks it could help with just that, to be frank.
Yep, definitely so. Good strong, long-range weapon. They've got a lot of players on Regal that can use it. Likewise, though, Team Lucent will definitely pick that up and make use of it. Legends will put that on his back.
Swift just coming in. And he's going to run around the back once again. Practice knows someone's there. He's just shooting through the smoke, trying to look for that play. He holds off, but his teammates behind are losing currently. Although I say that, Fulton's with a double gets his team straight back into the action. Dragons and Dysix is left to their own devices. It's a 2v1 of that up top. Dragons going to get taken out. And a push as well from Legends, trying to go for that triple cap to put the nail in the coffin for this round. Dysix does hold on though.
Yeah, definitely. Team Lucent have really stepped up their team fire in these later rounds now. Regal finding it very difficult to move around the map.
Timing them out. Cougars is timing them out here.
That's well played there by Cougars, gaining a few extra seconds just to help his team gather a few more points. They got a 2-1 advantage right now, but the retake attempt is coming in from Regal. We see the push up to the stern right now. Shadows is the first man in, gets lanced down. The meat shield is taken, and it's going to be a difficult fight now for Regal because they're going in with Legends, taking out Pam, and Fractures picks up the 3rd kill, and that's another successful defense.
Dissect's had him
Dissect's
on his own. Will get a kill on Legends, but it's not enough. Cougars and Fortons are in their own squad trying to fight on the enemy's home hill. Totty gets one, but it's not enough as Fortons once again picks up a kill. Points lead. Fortons still lurking, but his team are not that close.
Shadows
This
doesn't know where he is.
Indeed. Gonna get all the attention towards him now. Is his team helping him out though? I don't think they are. I think they've pulled off, played it safe. Yeah, they have. They're trying to land from up top. It's not going to be too much, but this might be the ticket, honestly, for Regal Reserve to fly up top with numbers advantage.
Yeah, they do have advantage, but we do see a second Markser picked up by Legend, so he'll be rotating that back up there quickly. Will help stop this push. The setup is nice. Fractures picks up the first kill on Totty, and Shadow's just biding his time. He's going to wait. There's one kill. There's 2 kills, and he's looking for his third. He sees Exuth. This is a big fight now. Exuth does take down them each other. I think there may be a member behind them. There is. Legends has come in late, and that's another great defense from Lucent. Despite Shadow's best efforts there.
Yep.
The D-Hill has been decapped in the midst of all that, though.
Yep, Swift, sneaky devil, pushing the D-Hill.
Just go down.
Ball get dropped, but ladies and gents, look at the score. Lucent have it this round in the bag practically. They just need to hold on to one hill. And there you go, Legends actually get a double with help of Exudes up top. That will secure this one. We will be going to a round number 9, where
That's
it is 4-4.
Even Stevens, 4-4. Everything on the line.
3 rounds in a row at this point as well, I have to point
Yep.
out, for Lucent. First 3 rounds went the way of Regal Reserve. Lucent.
And you can hear them on the
Stamp them up
stage now.
again.
Lucent really standing up, getting hype. This is what they were doing on the side stations all of today, all of yesterday, getting up, letting the other team know who they are, where they're at, and really giving it to them. Once they get into that kind of motion, that atmosphere, this is where this Team Lucent team excels.
Incense plays down at the stern. Now, bringing up the overhead, I think we're going to see more of the same. But, you know, I'm just waiting, actually, for Regal Reserve Spark to come back from those first 3 rounds. They were dominating in those initials. Yes, Lucent have started kicking off with their shotgun, so to speak. They started getting those double kills in. And they've started team firing, as you pointed out, a lot better. Nice little angles.
So
Incense, quick pickup for Regal Reserve.
yep, they'll definitely have wanted that, and we see the first one being thrown, just blocking off one of the routes into that E-Hill. Shadows does fall though, so nice nice fight here from Lucent. You see the Lancers coming in. This is a nice little battle between the rifles, and Swift does manage to take Exuth with a quick change of a weapon, playing his distances perfectly. Fractures on his own, does get one. Fractures looking for the second. He's there, gets the big shot and gets the second. This is going to be a big fight for him.
Wow,
that's
the
2.
movement.
Look at this movement. 3 is coming up, gets the melee. Little help from his friends. Fractures picking up a triple kill there, securing his team that E-Hill.
Can you hear the noise erupt there from the main stage? He was certainly happy with that play, and the rest of his teammates were too. Here's their prize: E-control, map control. And Regal Reserve, as you can see on our screens here, coming off respawn. Cougars a little bit over-aggressive. You can't be caught out here. That'll be the ticket for Regal to push up. Here comes Dragons. Pulls back for a second. The smoke is going to give them some cover. But here comes Shadows in the back. No one's accounted for that factor. Gets 1 kill. Exudes answers back with a double of his own. The shotguns of Lucent have arrived, ladies and gents. And here is the overextension.
Yeah, Lucent bringing it now. They're on fire with a shotgun. Isaac's the last person alive. He's going to get lanced out, and this is another triple cap opportunity for Lucent here. They might be able to take the lead off this. 6 seconds, and Swift's going to be the first one out. I think he's too late. He definitely is too late. Team Lucent going ahead now, 5-4. 4 rounds on the bounce. Lucent getting hype.
Yep. That is for sure. Still calm and composed, though, on our cameras. Regal Reserve, meanwhile, vocal on one end for sure. Of the line there. 5-4, as you mentioned. Regal Reserve, they're changing it up. The boom shot has been placed down in the center. And this is what I wanted to see. This is what I was talking about. Regal Reserve shotguns need to come back to full form, as they were in that previous match versus the Fast 5. Boom shot down with rounds so close to the finish, and between the two teams, the ante has certainly been upped here.
It has indeed, but you know what? Lucent are on fire. Each member of Lucent is clutching up. We see Fractures getting the first kill. The boom shot has gone in their favor as well, and that's like, see you later, Regal. You've just given us a weapon while we're on fire. The defense is coming up top as Totti takes out Exuths. He is in a 1v2, does get taken out. Fortins with a big kill there. His teammates are behind him to support. Shadow's going to run in. Doesn't take the kill, actually.
Didn't shoot. He didn't shoot. I'm sure he was meant to, but unfortunately, the trigger pull did not come through, or he rolled a little bit too early, and Fractures punishes him for that with a kill on himself of Shadows. And you know, Lucent, they've had a great initial at the start. The boom shot is on the back of Cougars right now. Regal Reserve, they're reeling.
Where is Cougars? Where are we looking at Cougars? I'm looking for him. He has got the boom shot out. Oh, he's up top, so he's got one boom shot kill. Needs to put this on his back quickly before he drops. He does actually get out. Great movement and great support from Legends. Boom shot going to come out. There's the second kill. Swift does take out Fortins, and this is going to be a big fight now for E. Swift decided to go. He's gone somewhere else. Yep. He's going straight to D. He doesn't know there's another member there, I don't think, and he's going to get caught out in a pincer.
This is a bad situation for him. Fractures does find Swift. Didn't like that 1v2 situation, tried to run, but it's not going to work. Although, say that, the Lance has come through the smoke, spotting evident from Regal Reserve. Shadow's getting taken out by Exuths as well, and so Lucent, they have strong control, it's safe to say, of this map. Finally, they are setting up just as their counterparts did up top, and it's Regal Reserve who keep getting spawn trapped, essentially. Yeah,
it's curious to see how this has flipped, and it's just purely down to the sides of the map. And Lucent just warming up a little bit. They had a little bit of time, and we see Legends picking up a double, Xooth picking up a third, and 4 now in the respawn queue. That's 5 dead. This might be another round. This is going to be another round for Team Lucent. 6-4 it is going to be in Team Lucent's favor. They are on fire right now. Super, super performance from them. 5 rounds in a row, and you know they're looking to clutch this out.
They certainly...
Fortin's on screen there.
Yeah. 6-4. 32 kills, by the way, to Fractures.
32.
Yeah, we'll bring up the scoreboard on stream in just a second, but...
The kills across the board as well, 25, 22.
It's a high kill count game, isn't it?
It really is.
It's all about those close quarter engagements, for sure.
Almost 10,000 points as well for Legends. This is intense.
Well, 6-4, Lucent are on map point in the first map of this match. Losers bracket, semi-final. Whoever wins this match, by the way, this map and one other in the cycle will go against the loser of Supremacy and Fable. Legends marks picked up. Here comes Fractures, that man with the most kills in the game. Will not succeed right there. Dive 6s with the headshots. Here comes Shadows flying around the map as Swift picks up the boom.
Yeah, boom shot in the favor of Regal this time, and it did seem like they... Oh, see you later, Fortins dropping an incense right on Shadow's noggin, and that will be a nice kill. There's 2. That's Dragon's going to fall. Fortin's on fire right now, and not as much fire as Dragon's, obviously, but he's playing well. He's got that E-hill control. Swift's managed to swap his Lancer out. He's got boom shot and Nasher.
Thought we could catch out Cougars there, so I didn't use the boom shot. Tried to save it. Oh no,
taken
him out.
Boom shot in the hands of Lucent now. This could be a real big mistake for Regal. 2 members dead, boom shot in hands. Cougars is just going to fly over to that D-hill. The defense is going to come in, though, up at this top stern.
Totti smoking back. The score is fairly level, but Lucent are throwing many numbers at the hill. At least they wish. No, it's only 2 of them. No wonder they're rotating, honestly. They're trying to join their teammates on the home hill setup.
That's it. Lucent are just going to play homes here. They've got the boom shot control. They don't need to go anywhere else right now. Just going to get a few points on the board as they, as they wait, get a couple more kills, and then they'll move for that E-hill later. That should be 1. He's got a smoke out rather than a shotgun.
Don't think he knew how close he was due to that smoke. Cougars does find Swift. Dive 6s finds Legends. This is a bit of a pinch coming on. Cougars need to come before Dive 6s pushes. Rolling away.
Fractures needs to just play his distance.
There we go. It does come through. Lucent holds on to the home hill setup. Turn our attention to E. No one is there.
No one is there just
Why?
yet because the fight is going down here.
To the other home hill.
That's right. Nice Lancer. Dragon's going to pick up 1 more kill, and it's going to be a 4v3 for the time being as Fractures is going to get Lancered out. He's got to be careful here. Big pistol coming out from Dragons and just managed to get away the skin of his teeth.
Lance down, coming from Legends. He will get dropped. There's now Regal Reserve, are the ones with the home hill set up. After getting theirs back, Legends and Fortins both going down. That could be huge because the ticket to the E-hill is there. They just need to take down Fractures. Blows the meat shield away. And the boom shot picked up by Swift as well off screen. That's big.
That is big indeed. We do see a big fight coming down here. Shadows is going to push forward. All the confidence in the world, even with as little health as he does. But you see on the left and the right there, Lucent only had one member alive. Fracture's doing his best to keep this E-Hill alive while his team comes off respawn. Done a great job there. Boom shot does get wasted as well. The meat shield takes the brunt of that. And Fractures might actually get out of here with his life. Gotta be careful.
So. Look at the score, though. It is practically level. Only Regal Reserve just about overtaking. Trying to win the E-Hill battle. Swift seems to be doing a good job of that. Cougars and Fractures are lurking. They're trying to close the distance. They do. They get one. Fractures with a double. Totty will get a kill back, though, and it's a forced 1v1. Cougars with a damage advantage. And the back A, it is spot on, and that should be the triple.
It's up to Shadows. Shadows falls. That is going to be it. That's going to be map 1 for Team Lucent here. 7-4. What a turn of events there. They were 4-1 down, and they've just got 6 in a row to bring that back. 7-4. Team Lucent looking hot right now.
Wow. Regal Reserve perhaps reeling after that one. 6 rounds in a row.
Fractures there with 37 kills. 37 kills at the end of that. They did reach 10,000 points. I couldn't quite see who it was, but one of the members of Lucent, 10,000 points there in one game. That's just turning up, isn't it? That's been in the limelight. That's taking your moment.
We actually lost sight of that a little bit. 6 rounds in a row now. You know, that is practically a whole map in a row.
Yeah, that's a turn. That's one of the biggest turns we've seen.
Massively. We thought Regal Reserve 4-1 up. They were looking very comfortable in the driver's seat, but Lucent, boy, did they get their act together halfway through that map. 7-4. A good performance from them. The momentum has definitely flipped. They're going to Impact next.
Yeah, Impact's going to be an interesting map. I mean, Harbour, first time we've seen it, and it brought us a really nice game there. Lucent obviously coming out on top, 7-4. We see it on the screen. Impact's going to be our next map. Another quite close quarters, shotgun heavy map down in those plain areas. It's going to be interesting to see how these players really do react to that. On Regal's side, they need to regather themselves. That wasn't the Regal we just saw previously. The Fast Five had a great game against them before. Regal came back strong. The Fast Five took the first map, and then Regal came back to win the second too. This might be another situation like that, where Regal are just figuring out Team Lucent. But when you see 6 rounds in a row, that doesn't speak to me as someone figuring it out. That speaks to me as someone not having an answer. And this will be crucial to see really how Regal do kind of gather themselves back up.
That was such a turning point in Harbour. It was not only the round count and the streaks, it was everything. It was the teamwork. The Lancers started coming out a little bit more. The structure. Finally, the side of Lucent started setting up top, going for map control rather than just flying in at any possible push. And most importantly, their shotgun started to work for them.
Yeah,
and Regal Reserve did not keep up with the increased activity in that end. Of Gears of War, and boy, oh boy, fair play to Team Lucent.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're very happy with themselves after that one. Harbour was a bit of a question mark, of course, given, I'm sure, much less practice on that map than the Foundation and Reclaimed maps, which are all, of course, banned, respectively, from both teams. And Impact next, I think it's going to be more about teamwork. These initial